The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go. Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, Sum, hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from a bunch of freebies. I have a great mastering course for you guys today, but our top story today comes from Native Instruments. It looks like the update many of you guys have been wanting and begging for is finally here. It looks like they just dropped Maschine 3 on y'all's head. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the story. So as we see here, this is what the new Maschine 3 is going to look like. Let's talk about some of the things that are going to be in here. It says here, Maschine is all about getting your musical ideas flowing. It's there every step of the way, from beat making and sampling to arranging and performing your tracks. Use it with virtual instruments on your own samples, both on its own and in a DAW. And if you're ready to take things up a gear, bring a Maschine hardware, to get hands on. So let's go ahead and look at some of the new things that they got going on here. I apologize about my voice. I went to a game on Saturday and it's just gonna be rough the whole entire video. And it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I apologize for that. So this is kind of what it's going to look like. As we scroll down here, it's going to have stem separation in it, so you can import any track and Maschine will identify bass, drums, vocals, and other elements at the click of a button. Stem separation opens up a whole world of sampling possibilities, all powered by iZotope's legendary RX technology. So that's dope that they got RX to do this. Community requested features. So some of the features that they added, Maschine 3 was designed to include feedback from the Maschine community. First, there is a balance in place, which lets you render sounds, patterns, and ideas as audio, saving CPU power and opening up creative possibilities. We've also added support for compressed files and formats per scene, tempo for deep control over track flow, and there's basic control Mark III keyboard integration. So I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. That's like the big thing, is making sure that the keyboards are integrated with the Maschine. Well, it looks like they have that integration going now. With transport controls and on keyboard display of Maschine modules in NKS map. So that's fire. You'll get to see everything on your keyboard. I have a Mark III. I love it. It's right here in front of me, so I use this thing daily. No hardware needed. It's just got easier to create a track from start to finish without additional gear, thanks to Maschine 3's new and improved mouse editing tools. These include split, join, erase, mute, MIDI notes, keyboard shortcuts, computer keyboard, audible MIDI note previews, and more. So, it looks pretty much like a Native Instrument plugin, but it does look pretty fire. Maschine Central, get everything you need to make tracks in any genre. Maschine Central is a completely redefined library with presets from Cult Synth's Massive, Monarch, Prism, and over 700 drums, and 114 multi-sampled contact instruments. Buy it on its own or in the Maschine 3 bundle. And then another thing that's nice too is that they're going to give you some software in this new update. So bring your finished tracks to life with the essential iZotope mastering software included free. Get an updated master assistant that matches your favorite reference tracks, assistive vocal balance so vocals don't get lost in your mix, and much more. And old favorites. So you're going to get Monarch, Massive, Reactor, Prism. They all come as part of the package too. So that's pretty fire. They're giving you some sounds to go with it. So then how it works, you can sketch and arrange your ideas, use virtual instruments or samples to develop your track, mix it, and get it ready to share with the world. So, you've got a little idea stage here, you've got an arrange stage right here. And then right here, you see this is just kind of how you can make it work. So choose what works for you. You can just get the update, you can get Maschine 3, or you can get the Maschine Central library. I don't have the prices in front of me, but I believe it's like either $49 or $99 to update. But again, they haven't updated this thing in years. So you've been waiting, now's the time. And our next story today is from the sponsor of today's video, and that is a Percum Audio. A Percum Audio is currently offering some great deals on mixing and mastering, and he's also offering some great deals on coaching sessions. So if you come to his website right here, you can book a session right here, and for $50 an hour, he can teach you how to mix and master. I'll leave his information link, like his SoundCloud and all that stuff, because he has some of the cleanest mixes I've ever heard. So it's, this would be a really good lesson. And he's also offering mixing and mastering. So for $50, he will mix or master one of your tracks. You can't beat that. He also has all the plugins.
So whatever it is that you're working on, you easily send him the file and he'll be able to work on that file because he has all the plugins and everything like that. So PerkDog has a lot of other things here that he offers too as well. So if you come here, he has all kinds of different presets for different sounds and different packs and all kinds of different stuff. He's a really solid dude. I know him. He's my boy. And like I said, I've been listening to his music probably for 3 years. Super clean mixes, definitely something worth you checking out if you need help with mixing and mastering. All right, guys, and up next, I've got a bunch of freebies for you guys today. So the first freebie that I have for you guys today comes from Artura. It looks like they've just dropped a free library for Analog Play. If you don't know what Analog Play is, it is basically Analog Labs, but it is the free version that gives you a certain amount of presets. Well, this expansion pack that they're giving away for free has 100 different presets in it. Let's go ahead and check this thing out. So as we see here, get Artura, Analog Lab Play, and Vintage Lab Sound Bank for free. The sound bank has like 100 different sounds in it. You're going to get this thing over at Audio Plugin Deals. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to download it and everything and put it into your product. It is compatible for both Windows and Mac. So let's go ahead and just hop right into FL Studio. Check this thing out. All right. So when you open up Analog Labs, it's going to be over here. As you see here, it's going to be just this Vintage Lab sound bank right here. And it's going to just have presets that sound like. It's just going to have a bunch of different vintage presets in the thing. Let's go ahead and open up the pack though and check it out more in depth. So as you see here, you're going to get a bunch of different stuff. You're going to get some fire leads in this thing. Just some fire. That's a fire lead. Let's check out this brass synth. Keys. Different leads. Let's go ahead and come to some of these at random. Let's see what this melodic sequence sounds like. We'll check out one more sound because, like I said, again, there are 100 presets in here. You can't beat this. I mean, it goes with Analog Labs. It's free. I would definitely recommend grabbing this. All right, guys, and the next freebie that I have for you guys today looks like there has been an update to the Numa Player. So now Numa Player 2 is out. So it's going to look like this. It's more CPU friendly, and there's some things under the hood that they've changed as well, and they've added some more sounds to this thing. So if you don't know what Numa Player is, it's basically it's got different layers that you can layer together. So you've got like different pianos that you can layer here. So boom, if I click on this right here, you see I've got 4 different pianos. I've got a bunch of different electric pianos. I've got some different key type instruments. It just gives you a bunch. So the basic piano sounds like this. All right, but you've got a bunch of different pianos and stuff in here, and you can layer sounds together. So like, let's say I turn on this layer. And then the same, I could turn on strings too, so I can make this thing just go. I can make it a full ensemble. So you see how quick I can just change that sound up and get what it is that I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and turn some of these off. Sorry, I'm having an issue with my MacBook and this mouse right now. It is not clicking like it's supposed to be clicking, and the battery's new. All right, so we can come over here and we can check out some of these different piano sounds that they have. So as you can tell there, they've got some pretty solid pianos. We'll listen to some of these electric pianos. Obviously, you're going to get different effects that you can throw on this thing. You got master effects, and you got other settings over here that you can mess with too as well. We're not going to mess with all that right now. I'm just going to let you kind of hear what some of this stuff sounds like. So let's go ahead and check out some of these keys real quick. I'm not going to hold y'all. I really like this marimba right here. So it's not a bad tool. It definitely has some good, well-sampled instruments. If you don't have Numa Player, I would recommend grabbing it, especially if you don't have very quality sounds like these, like keys, marimbas, and clavinets, and pianos, electric pianos. This will get the job done for you. All right, guys, and up next, I've got a freebie that is only good for a limited time. This one comes from Sound Toys, and it's called Phase Mistress. Phase Mistress looks like this. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's not working in my MacBook for whatever reason. It just crashes FL Studio every time I try to use it. It does work in my PC. I have tested it out. It's a good plugin, but for some odd reason, it's just not working in my Mac, so I can't show you guys the demo. So I just, thought I'd tell you guys that because that's what I'm going through. But you can get it for free. This full featured and powerful plugin gives you rich phase sweeps, analog vibes, and programmable rhythmic modulation. So this thing's pretty cool. Again, it is a top tier phaser. It like emulates phasers from like the 70s and the 80s and stuff like that. So like what they say is Phase Mistress is more than a simple phaser effect. Its versatile saturation, modulation, and resonance controls will completely transform your tracks. A diverse set of factory presets can help you get inspired and find great sounds quickly. Plus, there's even more power beneath the surface. So this is one I would recommend grabbing. I don't know if it's user error or whatnot. I really didn't have that much time to dive into it because I know you need iLok with Sound Toys stuff, and the iLok showed up on my PC, but for some odd reason, it's just not showing up on my MacBook. So I mean, I don't know. It could be user error. I don't have that answer, but it's out there. I'd recommend grabbing it. All right, guys, and the last thing I have for you guys today is a freebie from Freak Show Industries. So you guys know Freak Show Industries makes some of the wildest plugins out there. Well, they just dropped this delay plugin, and it is called Dream Eater. So when you open it up, it's going to look crazy like this. So I just have it on that little piano. The piano sounds like. Right, but once we turn Dream Eater on, we can get it to sound like. This thing is wild. It's got like pitch shift for the different, layers of your delay and all that other stuff. It's got different styles over here, right here. So, with anything that's Freak Show Industry, you don't really know exactly what it's doing. But, obviously you've got your delay, you've got your spread, you've got your feedback, which are all pretty standard. Your dry, your wet, delay count. But the shift in the style is what makes this thing pretty fire. So that's pretty cool. And then you got the style over here that you can mess with. See here how it's shifted it down? That's pretty dope. Then you got like spread, delay count, and stuff like that over here. Yo, this thing would be dope like for like a build up, like for a transition or something like that, I think this thing would be pretty fire. But not a bad plugin. I'll let you guys grab it if you want to. You can download it and check it out, play with it, and see if it's something that you guys like. So that's what I got for you in today's newscast. Hopefully I could help you guys out with something. I definitely recommend, if you are a Maschine user and you've been waiting on that Maschine 3 update, it is here today. So you can grab that. If you have Analog Play, I just hit you off with a fire library. Go grab that too as well. Numa Player, all this stuff's pretty dope. Phase Mistress is a really solid plugin. I have used it on my PC. Unfortunately, I'm doing my demonstration on the Mac today, so I couldn't give it to you guys. So make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell, so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.